Hello everyone. Happy Monday. How are my levels looking, James? They look good?
Yes.
Okay, yes. So, James, my sweet husband, is here today. He's producing. What's the matter?
Nothing.
We're good? We good?
Looks like it.
Okay. Uh, okay. Um, sorry. James is producing for me today. So, we are here in the studio. I hope y'all are having a great Monday. Let me know how you guys are doing. Let me know what's going on in your neck of the woods. It's sunny. It's pretty outside. Pretty. It's 37 degrees, although it feels nicer. I didn't even wear a jacket today. That might not be a smart choice. But we have James here, and my sweet puppy Lenny is here, and he is in the dog bed that Anna bought for her dog Granger. And then yesterday, while Becca was here, her dog Elliot was in the bed, and they are all pretty large dogs, and Lenny is 10 pounds, so it's funny seeing him laid up in this little bed here. James, are you replying to comments?
I'm just saying hi back.
Okay, so James is here. Feel free to ask him any questions because you guys don't really get to see him often, so we can answer some questions about James if you would like. I hope y'all are doing well. We're going to be talking about Cricut pens today. This is going to be a super fun, quick, easy live stream. We're going to keep it simple for James. I didn't want to give him 1,000 different jobs to do. So you might also have Becca here in the comments. She is going to be replying to some comments that I might miss, questions I might miss that me and James might not be able to see. So that's going to be super helpful for us today. She is, of course, at home. If you all did not know, Miss Fallon tested positive for COVID. She is doing fantastic. She's got a little bit of a fever, but she is taking it like a champ. So they are all at home. So definitely send some prayers up for Fallon. Send some prayers of protection up for the rest of the family, Beckett and Becca and Wayne, so that they do not contract it. If they do, I hope that they can get through it really easily as well. Just like Fallon, she's taking it like a champ. So today, tomorrow, and Thursday, me and James are going to be here with you. So I'll repeat that. We're going live today, of course, tomorrow at 1 o'clock and on Thursday at 10:30 a.m. Me and Becca did a live last week at 10:30 a.m. because of the snow, and so many people were here. We were really surprised with the turnout. So we're gonna do 10:30 a.m. for Thursday again and see how that goes, because me and Becca both do like the earlier lives in the mornings. And if you guys seem to enjoy it, then yeah, maybe we'll start doing that. So definitely let us know. Poor Fallon, yes, Fallon. We're so sad to hear about Fallon. We think she got it at school because, and everybody, Becca and all them, they're very safe throughout this whole COVID debacle here. So, but hey, it happens. It's kind of encroaching on all of the family and friends now, where it used to be kind of friend of a friend, so one of my dear friends and her family has it too, Bailey and her husband, and my goddaughter Addie, which is super sad. But again, they're all taking it really well. So yeah, definitely. Prayers up for them. Love 10:30. I'm so glad that you like the 10:30. We thought that might be too early, but again, the snow is supposed to come in earlier that day, so we were kind of rushing out of here. Becca had to get her kids. School was let out, so we were trying to rush out of here, and we thought maybe 30, 40 people might be live with us, and we had like over 100. It was a great day. So anyways, we're going to talk about the supplies that we're going to be using today. We have our Cricut Explore 3 on the table today. We have a very well-loved Cricut mat here. Very well loved. And it's not Cricut brand, excuse me. This is Paper Studio brand. This is actually a strong grip mat, but you guys know if you get strong grip mats and you use them often, they will then turn into regular grip mats and then turn into light grip mats. So we have not cleaned this one yet. We are going to be doing some really fun pre-recorded videos for you guys for this week, next week, and the weeks following. One of them being how we like to clean our Cricut mats. So that's going to be a super fun video coming out for you guys really soon. Let's see, I don't want to miss anything. I love the morning lives. I love that you all love them. That's great. Pens, I have lots. Jenny, we're so glad you have a lot of pens. We have a lot of pens too. And of course, in January is a great time for all those Cricut beginners, people who bought their Cricuts for Christmas or got them gifted for Christmas. They're kind of diving in and seeing what they need to know. So we've got some training out for print and cut, for, you know, a beginner's guide to using regular vinyl iron-on, which is also called HTV. And then today we're going to be doing a little live on pens. So ask all of your questions about Cricut pens. Let us know what we can do to help you and to make you more confident through this. Also, we had an exceptional turnout for our sale that we ran through the new year. So we started in January 1st, New Year's Eve, and it's been amazing. It ended on Saturday, but it was just it was just $10 off. And so many people joined the flock. So I just want to thank you, because this is our first live since stopping that sale. So thank you guys so much for joining. It has been a wild, amazing ride to see how many of you have joined our amazing flock. And again, it was just $10 off. So if you have an extra $10 to spare and you missed that sale, please go ahead and join us today. It is an incredible community that you will not regret at all. Me, Becca, and Anna are so committed and passionate about helping you guys and creating confident crafters through you with Cricut and Glowforge and woodworking and sublimation and sewing and home decor and more. So please grab a membership if you haven't already. You will do that. You're gonna have to get that. Lenny stole a granola bar from my I was gonna call it a craft cart, but it is a snack cart. James came in here and
This thing looks like a pantry.
he tried to hurt my feelings about my snack cart. What are you supposed to do? I don't know. But anyways, join if you haven't already. We would really appreciate it. The link is in the first link in the description below. It's also pinned in the comments. And our mouse, guys, the Adventures of Mutton, we still have not caught Mutton. We have like humane traps, like capture traps that I can take home and then release him in the woods. And he is not budging. He's eaten Oreos and snack cakes, and he just got a granola bar of mine, which is why Lenny was trying to get it too. So my snack cart is not safe either from the mouse Mutton. Becca said, James, you're so right. Yes, it does look like a pantry. And I think he said it in a negative way, but I'm going to take that as a compliment because I love my snacks. And me and Becca, everyone really, we're very serious about our snacks. Question, how does the adapters work? Worth looking at? I think you mean for the pins. So if you don't know, in the clamps, you have clamp A and clamp B. This is the Cricut Explore 3. And this is a pin adapter. Now there are other brands of adapters that you can use to hold different types of pins. However, I have found that if you wanted to go to the Dollar Tree and get some Dollar Tree pins and things like that, you can absolutely use them in clamp A, sometimes with the adapter, sometimes without it. The best way is to get a rubber band just to get that grip on it. You can usually go ahead and put it in the clamp and clamp it back, or if it's a smaller pin, you can go ahead and place it in here, add a little rubber band to stop it. They usually work. Usually with a little bit of finagling, they completely work just fine. Are there any other pins to get besides Cricut pins? Romo, yes, you can get not fatter. So if you get any that are fatter that won't fit in here, they're not going to work. But we have done the fine tip Sharpies, the Crayola fine tip markers. We have done the pens, like the gel pens from the Dollar Tree. They all work just fine. My only opinion on it is not to spend a ton of money on them just in case they don't fit. So you don't want to be in it with a bunch of money unless you can just write with them and use them anyways. But that's the adapter. It comes with it. Sometimes they do break. So I will mention, sometimes people will email us or we'll get comments on a YouTube video and it's saying, hey, I put my pin in my clamp and while the Cricut is writing, it pushes my clamp and pops my pin out. What is wrong? Your clamp has been worn or bent or broken. You can buy replacements for that. They're like $2 off of Cricut.com. So definitely you can buy replacements for that adapter pin insert, which is amazing. Let me see. Future live time compromise at 11:30 EST. Kathy, so our first couple of lives, a couple of weeks of lives, we tested a bunch of different times. We're happy to go live at any time, honestly, and we very well might, especially in the summer when the kids are out of school and I have our baby and, people are going on vacation. We have things to do. We might be going live early in the morning. We might be going live later in the evening. So definitely bear with us, and we hope to get to figure out with the back end of YouTube, there is some analytics there that tell us the best times to go live when you guys are on here more. So we're trying to make sure that we can accommodate everyone so that as many people can be live as possible. So we're going to test a bunch of times. Thank you so much for letting us know. Charlotte says, hi, James. Thank you for coming and helping.
Happy to help.
Yes, James, he is seasoned in this. Years ago, he did this for Makers Gonna Learn here and there. Because back then it was really just me and Tanner. We were the only employees there. So when Tanner was out doing something, Joseph would come a lot, and then James came. So he's produced before, so he's pretty seasoned at this. He knows what he's doing. How do you know how far to put them in, Maria? This is a fantastic question. And Becca answered it perfectly. She said, you'll feel/hear a little click. You'll know when it's in properly. So that is definitely true about Cricut pens. They make this beautiful little satisfying click noise, and then they kind of won't go down any further without being pushed, and that's when you know when to stop. And if you're talking about other pens, how do you know how far to put them in? I always will take a Cricut pen, pop it in, and look with my eyes. It's kind of a guess, to be quite honest. I take a look with my eyes and see the room that I have between the bottom of the Cricut and the pen, the ballpoint of the pen itself. And I kind of guesstimate how far down the other pen needs to go. Once I find that sweet spot, I'll actually get a Sharpie and put a little mark right there on that off-brand pen so I know right where I need to put it for next time. So it's a little bit of guesswork there in the beginning, but totally fine. That's a great question, though. Good question. Let me see here. Hi, everyone. Late to the flock today. Trisha, that's totally fine. You have not missed anything. I'm curious. Packages say the pens are for Explore machines only. Jenny, this is a fun thing that a lot of businesses do to try and get all of your money. So I will say, PSA, the Joy pens are the only pens, like these cannot work in the Joy. The Joy has their own brand and type of pens that work in the Joy. But as far as the Cricut Explore Air 2, Explore 3, Maker 3, the pens are interchangeable. They're all interchangeable. They all fit perfectly in here. Cricut likes to market things for specific machines. Like there was Infusible ink. They market Infusible ink just for like the Cricut Maker, or they'll just market it for the Joy, or they'll just market it for the mugs. And it's all the same formula, just sometimes different sizes. Now the ones for the Cricut Joy and the mugs, they are completely identical. They're identical. That was a fun video that we did a little while back as well. But yes, you can interchange all of the pens and all the machines except for the Joy. That's a good question. Let me see. Gotcha. So it wouldn't really work for filling out a card or place card, right, unless I use a thin font. So this is an amazing question, Christina. So Becca did a video, and I'm trying to think of which live it was on. Oh, it wasn't on a live. It was on a member-only video. So if you are a member of the flock, I'm pretty sure that you are, go to the Facebook group and watch the last video that Becca did on using the foil transfer kit. And I can show you how to do this today as well. But she taught you a great hack on how to fill your fonts, which is mind-blowing. It's amazing. So she taught you how to fill your fonts to where the Cricut pen will draw the outline like it normally would, and it'll go in and kind of fill it in. Now, most of the time it's not going to be perfect, especially when you have a really thin marker. It works better with fatter markers because it really looks like it's filled in at the end. However, it's a really great hack. It's using the offset feature in Design Space. Go watch it if you haven't, and if you feel like you're missing out, you are. There's a lot of perks to being a membership, one of them being member-only content that we give you. So yeah, definitely watch that. And yes, Becca is telling you right now to do that. That is the training that you will need for filling your fonts. And she does it with the foil transfer kit, but you can do it with your pens and markers and things like that as well. All works the same. Let me see. I don't want to miss anything. That was my question because I use off-brand pens. Yes, Maria. So that's what I do. I just pop a Cricut one down in there, see about how much space that I have, and put the off-brand pen in there. I try to get it as close to the same amount as I can, and then I use that little Sharpie to make a little mark on there. I have to try the filling in trick, Connie. It is a really good trick. I think Becca said it like came to her in the shower or something one night, or she was asleep and woke up from a dream. She can tell us in the comments. But she came to work that day and she was like, we have got to film this video. This is gonna like change people's lives. It's gonna be incredible. And it is, because if you didn't know, one of the big downsides on using Cricut pens is that it doesn't fill in. So if you're trying to like make it look hand lettered and things like that, it doesn't work because it only draws the outline, which again, we're not gonna get super complicated today. This is gonna be just for the Cricut beginners out there. So the super basics on using your pens is what we're gonna focus on today. But yes, she did an incredible job on that. Okay, so yeah, we have our Cricut, we have our mat. We're using some printer paper here. This is 8.5 by 11, but it's really thick cardstock. Really thick, maybe 110 pound cardstock. It's pretty thick. And then we're using a black Cricut pen. We have a whole little bucket of Cricut pens here. I'm just gonna use standard black. And you can see there's like some writing on the side, like this one says 0.4 tip, comma, black. Those are things you'll need to know in Design Space because you get to select the actual pen you're using so Cricut knows exactly what to do. So yes. Becca said, yes, all my ideas are before 6:30 a.m. in the shower. Yes, so she came to work ready to, and we filmed it that day, and it was a really great video, so I was impressed. Okay, last question from me, I think. How do you store those pens? Right side up, upside down, sideways, oak and lamb. So Jenny, there's no right or wrong way to store your pens. Some people say to store them certain ways. I'm sure there could be like some pen gurus that come out of the walls and tell us exactly how to store them. The only trick I have for you guys is to make sure you put the cap on the back of the pen when you put it in your machine. That's it. Because if you're a messy crafter or you tend to, have your all your craft supplies kind of a little bit everywhere on the table, you could lose this cap, and we don't want you to do that. So that's the only tip I have. As far as storing them, you can store them any way you want to. I would think in my head that cap down would be best, but we don't do that and they work just fine. Although if there's someone that is seasoned in this more, that uses pens all the time, let us know what you do and what works best, because I'm not like just perfect as far as pens go. We don't use them that often. Let me see. So we can use a Sharpie. You cannot use a fat Sharpie like a regular Sharpie. You can use the fine tip Sharpies. They will work. You might have to take the clamp out. You can leave the clamp in and put a rubber band up there. Again, there are lots of tricks to getting your marker in there. Some people use, oh gosh, I don't even know if they make them anymore. They're like, James, help me. They put them on a pencil, and you hold them. They're kind of squishy.
Yeah, the little rubber plastic things.
Yes, they're like silicone or like a foam.
Yeah, they're like an insert almost.
Yes, and you like roll them on and slip them on your like regular pencils, and they make it a little bit cushier where you're writing.
I had a lot of those in elementary school.
I don't know what they're called.
I don't either.
But that's what a lot of people use, just to add a little bit of protection or a little bit of a buffer right there to make it a little tighter in that slot. Anything you can do, yes. I heard they dry out fast. Any tricks to make them last? Grace, the biggest trick is pencil grip. Wow.
Just simple pencil grip.
Wow. I feel stupid now. I was like, what do they call the grip for a pencil? Wow, guys. Thank you so much for not making me feel so stupid. Pencil grip. But you've heard they dry out fast. Any tricks? Use them and put the cap on them as soon as you can. The caps are super secure on the pen, which is great. And the best way to keep them from drying out is not to leave them open in the clamp for a while. You want to make sure the cap's on them as long as possible to prevent that from drying out. So as soon as your design is done drawing, as soon as it's done, take that pen out, put the cap on, and put the pen away. And just limit the amount of air that hits the tip is the best thing I got. Best thing I got. Let me see here. I haven't found that to be true. We just keep the lids on them and they are still good. Yes, Becca. I feel that way. And Becca uses pens a lot more than I do. Yes.
Good luck, Tina.
What?
Tina said, gotta go driving for the first time since I broke my ankle on August 8th. Wish me luck.
Oh, Tina. Yeah, good luck. I hope that you have a good experience. Please be safe. Wherever you're going, stay safe. I hope you have a good time where you're going. Yes. Okay, so we won't waste any more time. If there's any more questions, I'll give it just another second or two to see if there's any more questions, and then we can switch on over into Design Space. I have 2 examples that I'm going to share with you on how there's someone outside our door over here. That's weird. Anyways, I have 2 examples on what we can share with you on how to draw with your pens, 2 different types of SVGs that Becca has created. Anyways, I don't know what they're doing out here, but there's people out here.
Don't worry about them.
I don't know what they're doing. You said that was a Paper Studio Strong Grip Mat. Maria, this is a Paper Studio Strong Grip Mat. It is from Hobby Lobby. We got it at Hobby Lobby. It is blue, which is the normal color of a Cricut light grip mat, which can be a little bit confusing. But again, Cricut mats are fine. The only problem with those to us is that they're too expensive. So we like to get the Nikapa brand mats from Amazon. Those are our favorite, or the Paper Studio brand mats from Hobby Lobby. Now again, this is a strong grip mat and we're putting paper on it, and I want to make sure I mention this again. I did when we first got on the live, but it's very, very used. It's not very sticky at all from all the use that it's gotten. So that is why we're putting the paper on this, is because it's very well loved. Thank you for your suggestions on the pens, Rachel. Romo, you're very welcome. Cricut's a good brand. It's a fine brand. They make really good machines, but they don't make exceptional other things. So we don't really use Cricut vinyl. We don't use Cricut mats. We don't use Cricut tools. And you don't have to use Cricut pens. Now, I do like Cricut pens just because they're the easiest to open and throw in the clamp and not have to worry about, measuring where it needs to go and drawing the line and adding pencil grips or whatever it is. So it's good to have them if you get a Cricut bundle, or you can find some that you like for a reasonable price. That's fine. But again, we love giving options on more affordable things that are not Cricut brand. Anyways, so let me switch over here to Cricut. And James, I'm ready to switch over whenever you are. And these are 2 cut files that Becca made. So one says you were created for this, and I think this is the one we're going to use today. But I also wanted to give an example on one with color so that you don't have to be scared of using color, because this is an SVG with layers, and it's really easy to delete the layers you don't want and have this just draw what you do want. So again, if you love these cut files, they're exclusive to Oak and Lamb, and if you would like to get them, you can join our membership. The link is down below, the very first link in the description. It is an exceptional community. So go get it, please. Do it. Do it. Okay, so this one says you were created for this, and this is a sweet little bee that says creative. Now I'm going to go over here and click the 2 colored layers, and I'm going to delete them. So I'm just going to click delete on my keyboard, just like that. And now you can see the difference here. So they're both black. So what we're going to do is go up here to this one, and we're going to change this from a basic cut to draw, which it used to say draw, and now it's like a drop down that says pen. And as you can see, this is what it's going to look like. You can see. And again, you can go up here to this box and make sure you click your proper pen. Now this pen that we're using today is the black tip 0.4, and this is it, 0.4. So it automatically clicks out, and this is kind of like the standard Cricut pen, if you will. And then this over here, I'll go ahead and attach these together. And now you can go up and do the same thing, and I'm just going to share with you what this looks like. So you can see the bee looks a little bit more awkward. I just wanted to share with you like the different shapes and stuff, because this is only going to do the outline. So you want to make sure that you test it here, see how it looks, see if you like it, and see if you want to draw it. Now, if you're wanting to do a font, we'll just use like the Cricut Sans font here. here is the word hello. And I'm going to share with you that hack. Now, I'm not going to go as in-depth as Becca does because Becca does a heck of a job with it. So I'm going to go over here and click pin. And now I'm going to add an offset, but it's kind of going to be the opposite. So it's going to be like an inset. So I'm going to get our offset up here, and you can see this little line. So it's wanting to make us bigger. You know, it's wanting to go around it. But we want to go inside it. So we're going to take this and bring it inside like that and click apply. And now you can see what I'm doing here. Now you're going to make sure you click the offset. Click that. And then it's going to automatically remember your last setting. And now you can just click apply and apply and apply. I'm going to keep clicking it. It's going to load and click apply. And then that is how you kind of feel that. So you can fill it a little bit more than that if you want to. And then, of course, you would take all these and attach them together. That way that it will write like that. So that's all I'm going to tell you today, because Becca has a whole member-only video with a great instructional video on that part here in Design Space. So that is how you would fill those. And James, I can't see comments right now. So if there's anything I need to know, let me know. You can just say there's some comments and I can go and read them.
Yeah, Jenny asked the question about can you use different thickness for our pens also, but Becca answered it basically.
Perfect. Yes, yes. Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for being here, Becca. So honestly, that's it. Size it however you want to. We're going to make ours a little bit smaller. Let's make ours 5 inches. 5 inches, just like that. And if you wanted to go through and cut this, you could also cut it. The best way to do it is to go ahead and get a basic shape here. We're going to grab a square. And we're going to size this up. Let's make this 6 inches. So then we're going to place it around here. And we want to move this to the back. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and click move back. And we can align this together, center that up. And of course our square is going to be white, because our paper's white. So this is kind of what it'll look like. Now, if you want it to go through and draw and cut, you can do that. So we're just gonna have it draw and cut today. So yeah, so we're gonna take both of these. You can see our pen right here, our pen layers there, and our basic cut layers there. We're gonna click attach. And now it's going to know that after it draws, it's gonna go through and cut us out a square. So it'll be like a perfect little panel here. Now this is a good thing to do for envelopes or for cards and things like that. So if you wanted to do a little small, very thin font, it'll look really good on an envelope or however you say it. James, how do you say it?
I say envelope. It kind of depends on how I'm feeling.
I say envelope most of the time too. Okay, we have our Explorer 3 selected. I'm going to connect it to our machine. I just turned it on. I'm going to plug her in. Now I'm going to click Make It. So it's going to draw and cut for us today. What a treat. We're going to click on the mat because we never use matless ever. You don't have to mirror this or do anything to it. Nothing special here. Now we're just going to click continue. It's going to connect to our Explorer 3.
Nah, Jenny, you can never ask too many questions. That's how you get it right the first time and don't have to go back and fix a mistake.
True. Very true. Learn from our mistakes and help us. The more questions that you ask, the better. Definitely. So we're going to click heavy cardstock because that's what we're using today. Except Becca would say, no, 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 Rachel, don't do it. She would say use craft board. So I'm going to listen to the Becca in my head with this thick cardstock and use craft board. Which if you guys don't know, craft board is a Cricut brand material that's just like a very, very thick cardstock. And it's spelled craft with a K, which is a little bit unique. Now it'll tell you what to do. Load the black 0.4 pen into clamp A, load the fine point blade into clamp B, and that's it. So now, James, if you can go to the second camera, which is overhead.
Gotcha.
Here's our mat. We have our paper here, and you can see this mat is really well loved. Like there's masking tape on it and everything. I'm going to switch over as well to be able to read some comments from you guys. I feel so lonely when I don't see comments. We all do, though. Okay, sorry, that was killing my OCD. So I'm going to lay this in the top left corner. Now you might be thinking, hey Rachel, your mat's upside down. Well, if you didn't know, you can load your mat either way. This is technically the top, so you can load it this way, or you can flip it 180 degrees and load it this way. You can't load it sideways because it's a little bit different of a size. And this is more well-loved up here and a lot less sticky. So when that happens, before I clean my mat, I want to kind of get a lot of use out of it. So I'm going to flip it over, but all of your material always goes in the top left corner. Now I'm going to take a brayer and make sure this is good and stuck down here. Good. Now, James, if you want to, camera 1, and we'll go ahead and load this up. So it's on here, it's braid, it looks great. So we're going to load it into our machine, put it in between these little grooves here, click load, and it'll measure our mat. Then we can load up our pen and let it go. Let me see here. This is a good question, Jenny. Will debris on the mat affect the performance of the pens like a rough surface would do for paper? I would say yes. Yes. However, number 1, we have a well-loved mat that doesn't have like a ton of stuff on there. James, great troubleshooting. That happens to us a lot.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Yeah. It's like you press it too quick. I don't know how to say it.
I think I did do it a little too
but
fast.
yeah, I don't know. But good troubleshooting there. You didn't even miss a beat there. But anyways, our paper's super thick. So that's another thing. If you're using like regular like 40-pound copy paper, like super thin copy paper, what'd he get?
A Slim Jim.
He got a Slim Jim. Lenny in my snack cart. I'm telling you what. Honestly, you'd think he's starved to death. Anyways, the mat needs to be relatively clean. However, we don't have like big particles on our mat or anything like that. And then also super thick paper will keep it really smooth. But if you have really thin paper like copy paper and then your mat is pretty dirty and has a lot of little bumps and ridges on it, it will affect that, yes. Okay, so I'm going to take the cap off my pen, put the cap on the back, open up that clamp, pop it in there. I hope you heard that really satisfying click. And we're good to go. So we have the pen in clamp A, our fine point blade in clamp B. I'm going to make sure that blade's good down in the housing. Now I'm going to click start. Now we're just going to watch it.
Karen
Lenny,
asked, is that the mark on your hand from the heat press a couple days ago?
Yes. Yes, it is. It hurts horribly, James. The next day was Friday. We went live on Thursday and no live on Friday last week because of the snow. And I don't know why, but for me, burns hurt worse like the day after almost. So I was sitting in the living room being lazy. I was on my laptop, like, replying to your YouTube comments, editing. I was editing videos. And Lenny was laying in between my legs on the recliner. And James was having to bring me little ice packs like every half an hour.
Yep.
I would text him and be like, I need another ice pack. And he would be in his room. And then if he didn't come like right then, I would say, James, my finger's about to fall off. It's burning. Hurry. And he'd be like, oh my gosh. So he'd bring me little ice packs to sit on my hand.
Yeah, and we got this little ice pack, and it's called a Boo Boo Bunny. It's a little square plastic ice cube with like a stuffed bunny around it.
Oh, it's so cute. So growing up, if you guys have ever heard me talk about my friend Madison, she is the one that's also pregnant. She's 10 weeks ahead of me. So she's 36 weeks. She is so close to meeting her sweet baby boy. But growing up with their family, we were all homeschooled together, which is just hilarious. But she had a boo-boo sheep. That's what we would all call it. And it was, like James said, like a little plastic ice cube with a little stuffed animal just around it. Like you could still see the ice cube on the top and the bottom, but it had like just a little stuffed animal.
And it's a bunny.
So here in Morristown, there was a shop that I went to when my sister Sarah was pregnant, and when I knew the gender, I went to go get her some things, and I saw that they had some, so I got Sarah a boo-boo sheep, and I got a boo. I wasn't even pregnant at the time, but I thought I've got to get it, so I got us a boo-boo bunny, and we put it in the freezer, and we needed it. We needed it, so we love that. Yes, James is a keeper. He sure is. If you use toothpaste, it does wonders on burns. Really,
I've definitely heard that. I have heard that. Yeah, I have.
Why didn't you tell me? I would have tried anything, honestly.
Someone in the Noel said lavender oil will take the burn right out.
Oh, I have lavender.
I've never heard lavender oil.
I put lavender oil on every night. Is there a limit on the drawing area for the pens? That's a great question, Jenny. The limit is just the mat size, so it's normal. But that's an exceptional question because if you guys don't know, come here, Lenny. You want to come see? Come here. He's like, no. With the Cricut knife blade and things like that, you are limited to like 11 inches. And then with print and cut, there's an even bigger limit, which is 6.75 by 9.25 is your limit there. So that's a great question. I know, I'm trying to get him over here because I want you guys to see him. If you only knew, like this dog literally, this dog is my life. Oh, James is coming. James is coming. He doesn't have a mic on. Come here, James. Look, look.
You got it.
Yeah. Look. Say hi, James. Well, you can't see anybody. Hi.
Hello, people.
Hello, people. But this dog is my life. At least for the next couple of months until I have a baby. But he is my baby. I would take a bullet for this dog, honestly. We're very much dog people here, though. Let's see here. So toothpaste, I never knew that. That's great. My family used Boo Boo Bunnies. I'm so glad that Boo Boo Bunnies are a thing. I'm so glad they're a thing. They're precious. They're precious too. But anyways, I can show you how to make one from a washcloth and an elastic. Jan, oh, that'd be so cute. You want to get down? You can get down. I just wanted to show you to your adoring fans. Yep. Okay. You go, Lenny. You go. But anyways, that would be good. Yes, everyone's saying, hey, James. Yes, he's an Italian Greyhound. He is a funny looking dog. You either think he's cute or ugly. It's one or the other. You can't be like, that's a different dog. He's either cute or ugly. And to me, he's adorable. James and I thought we might want a dog. And for some reason, since we got together, we had been following like Italian Greyhound accounts on Instagram and stuff because we think they are the funniest dog. They are. They're funny looking dogs. And we always thought they were so cute. And we found a person who has them, who breeds them, about an hour and a half from us. And we went and we got him. And he is our little bitty buddy. I'm telling you.
He's spoiled rotten. He's worse than a kid. And you can't say otherwise. He's literally worse than a kid.
Oh my gosh, guys, we've ruined this dog, honestly. Honestly, I wish I had rethought a lot of things, but you can't now. Okay, so we're going to unload this mat, and then James, if you can switch it back to the overhead camera, we'll share what this looks like, and then we're done. Like, this was really quick. It always draws quickly, and it already cut for us, too. Now, you guys know, whenever you're working with paper, we always say to put your mat face down and remove your material from your mat. Or your mat from your material, I guess, is the way that this is. I'm going to pull this up, and Becca, my internal Becca, I'm so glad I said craft board, and it still didn't cut great through. What are you going to do, though? That's fine. So here's what it looks like. Look. Now, this is a fun thing you guys can do. Oh, where are they? I know we have some around here, but if you guys have like hand lettering pens or something like that, you can use them. You can take them, or not hand lettering, calligraphy pens, and you can kind of fill these in. That's a really fun little thing to do. This is a great way to make like DIY coloring pages for kiddos and things like that. So that's a good idea for you guys if you are interested in doing that. But this is what it looks like. So you can color it in, whatever you want to do. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. So, James, you can switch it back to me as well if you want to. But that's it. Really, how long have we been live? 38 minutes. Wow. Super quick and easy. Lenny, get down. I don't think dogs can eat ferns. And Becca, he's trying to eat our love fern. He's trying. I'm telling you. James might have to go get him. Anyways, ask your questions about pens. That was like the easiest, simplest little project ever. We're trying to go easy on James here and not make very complicated things.
This isn't complicated at all. I can do it.
I'm so glad you can. Well, see, now, James, now that you know you can do it, we'll make like we'll do a 3-hour live tomorrow. How's that?
That might be a little much. Sitting in this chair is kind of uncomfortable.
Oh my gosh. I'm kidding, though. I'm kidding. But yeah, coloring it in is a great thing to do, Jenny. Absolutely. My dog was spoiled too, even after his human brother was alive. Yeah. Arrived. Sorry, guys. There's a lot of comments. Look at you guys. Are there any cut files on using the pens? I'm not sure what you mean, Romo. Are there any cut files on using the pens? So you can use any cut file for pens pretty much. Now, print and cuts you can't use, but really any SVG you can use with pens. We did today. We used SVGs. Absolutely. We did. Who is James, Shirley? James is my wonderful husband.
Yep,
So,
I'm the husband.
yes. So my sweet, sweet hubby is here today. Who's very tech savvy.
She may not have been here. The girl, or Becca's girl Fallon, has COVID.
Yes, Becca's sweet daughter has COVID, so Becca's out, or she's home. She's working. She's home though, staying safe and keeping all her kiddos well. Now Lenny's trying to get Pop-Tarts. I'm gonna have to like saran wrap my.
I just need to get rid of all this.
Bite your tongue.
God.
I cannot get rid of my snacks. He just said to get rid of it. Shame.
Nice
Shame
to
on
meet you too, Shirley.
Shame on you. Yeah. You guys, this has been great. It was really short. I hope you all enjoyed it. You were created for this. So you can color that in, whatever you'd like to do. I want to make sure. I was late today, Shirley. Better late than never. Does it work on printable stuff too? Jenny, exceptional question. Yes, pens do work on printable material. Yeah, so printable vinyl is a great one. A lot of people use that to make labels for things. Although, if I'm being honest, if you have a printer and you want to make labels, print and cut. Print and cut. Because again, this is not my favorite look. I don't love that it almost looks unfinished. It would be really cute if you did color it in or something like that though. Jen, don't take a pregnant lady's snacks. James, you wanted me to get rid of my snack cart.
Well, maybe do the suggestion of a clear bin. That makes more sense.
Well, here's the thing. If a clear bin.
Or the drawers like Becca has. That's neat ordered. Over there.
They're ordered, yes, Becca. James came in oohing and awing over your filing cabinet. And then he looked around because you and Anna both had craft carts as well. And he said, you're the only one with a snack cart over here, Rachel. And I was like, they used to have them too. But anyways, I'm going to have to organize it because Mutton, our mouse here that we cannot catch, is getting into the food. And Becca was here yesterday with Elliot, her dog, and Elliot's a pretty big dog. And they heard Mutton. And Elliot jumped up and ran over here, was sniffing him out. We cannot catch this darn mouse, guys. We can't catch him. And Becca, and the majority of other people, I'm about there. I mean, it's a mouse. And they're almost like, we need to get rid of it. We need to get rid of it. And of course me, I'm like, no, let's catch it and rehabilitate it and let it out. And Becca's like, put a trap out there. Becca loves animals just as much as I do, but he's eating our food and he's about to make me mad enough to just put a regular trap out too, because he is not going for this trap. We have put peanut butter, Oreos, snack cakes, everything in this trap because that's what he wants. Honestly, ask Becca. He doesn't want bread. He doesn't want peanut butter. He doesn't want like normal things. He wants sweet stuff. He is a mouse with a very refined palate. Noelle just gave us $20.
Yeah, Noelle said, here's some money for more snacks, girl. Can't be taking a girl's snacks.
James, he's got another one.
Thanks for that,
another
Noelle.
one. Thank you so much. That's so sweet.
You see that?
Guys, Becca, Mutton has gotten into my cart. My cart.
Yeah.
Not my snack cart.
Also has a chunk out.
Guys, that's it. That's it. I'm done. He's finally hit my territory. Becca, we're putting out someone go get the mouse traps, the regular old mouse traps. He's finally invaded my territory. He can't be doing that. Oh my gosh. Yes, Noelle, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. And yes, thank you, James, for helping. Thank you for being here today.
You're welcome.
He's going to get that Slim Jim, James, because you didn't put it far enough on the table. Ooh.
Dog's neck 6 inches long.
Yes.
At minimum.
And we don't leave Lenny home very often, which is one of the big mistakes we made. But we got him when COVID first started. It wasn't planned. We purchased him before COVID, got him, was able to pick him up after COVID.
Yeah, our dog's name is Lenny.
And we didn't go anywhere because of COVID. And so literally Lenny is horrible at home by himself. It's something that I did to him. So Shirley, the mouse's name is Mutton with an M. Mutton. And my dog's name is Lenny. There's a lot of animals here, especially, aggravating ones like the mouse. We're going to have to catch him, Becca.
You put a regular trap out. You gave Mutton a chance.
Put a regular trap out. You gave Mutton a chance. We did. Honestly, it's probably been a solid 2 or 3 weeks that we have tried with different foods to get him to go into this humane trap. He walks up in it and the door shuts, and then I was just going to take him home and release him into the woods. But Mutton isn't biting. He's not doing it, and he's eating our food. So we're going to have to get rid of him. We're going to have to get rid of him. But yeah, thank you guys so much for asking some great questions. This was a very laid back live today. I'm so excited that you guys were here and able to enjoy it with us. Thank you so much. I hope that you learned some stuff about pins. If you're a Cricut beginner, you're in the right place. This is a really fun, as you can tell, really laid back environment, and all we want to do is see you guys succeed with your Cricut or the other areas of crafting that you're passionate about. We definitely do not just stick to Cricut. We do a little bit of everything. Anna is a really talented woodworker. Becca is a really talented Glowforge enthusiast. And we all kind of just mix together and do so many different things. So join us on our crafting journey and join the flock today. We would love for you to do that. Yes. Y'all need a studio cat. Oh, Noelle, I'm very allergic to cats. James is too. Becca has a cat, Sweet Smalls. Becca, bring Smalls. Bring Smalls over here for a couple days and see what he can do. See what he can do for the office. I bet he could really, I bet he could catch Mutton. I bet he could. We had a mouse have babies under our kitchen sink.
That's unfortunate.
14 babies and a mama. She said I was ready to burn the house down. I don't even know what I would have done. See that? Ooh, that scares me. And then also those videos, James is very scared of spiders too. Those videos.
It's called arachnophobia.
Yes, arachnophobia. The videos were there's the spider egg sac somewhere, and then someone's trying to remove the egg sac, and then it opens and thousands of baby spiders go out. It's almost like, what in the world do you do in that situation? You can't possibly. Oh gosh, it's nerve-wracking, honestly. Ugh. Anna is allergic to cats too. I didn't know that.
I think I'm only allergic to kittens because they have more pet dander than a grown cat.
But
grown cats don't really bother me.
Well, if you keep them clean or they're inside. Outside cats are the worst for me because I'm allergic to a lot of things outdoors as well, like fresh cut grass and dirt and hay and things like that. So you have a outside cat come in and then try and pet me, and I just welt up, and I'm a mess, honestly. Linda, you're so welcome. We're so glad we could be live for you. We're so glad. Things happen, life happens, COVID happens, and there's going to be weeks where we have to pivot and do things. And I think it's really beneficial for James to be here and to learn how to do this for later. And then when I go and I take a couple of weeks off when I have my baby, Becca's going to have to pivot and have Anna come, or maybe Wayne can come and do some producing. So we hope that you stick around for that, and thank you guys so much for pivoting with us through this. But I think James has done an exceptional job.
Be glad to come back.
Yes, well, he's going to be here tomorrow and then Thursday, which is going to be good. Thank you, James. Let me see here. We were going to, I'll tell you this, because again, the live's over, and this is our just talk time. You guys know our talk time. We even though we say this is going to be like a short live, you know that me and Becca could talk for hours anyways. Me and James were going to leave here and go and call in and get Texas Roadhouse for dinner because that sounds delicious. Their rolls, and I was craving a salad. Oh, it sounds great. I forgot they didn't open until 3, and the first to-go order can't be picked up till 4. I don't know why they wait a whole hour. So right before the live, I was like, ooh, let me go and see what I want to get. So I was going through, and it said the first available time to get a to-go order was 4 o'clock. My heart sank, but that's okay because we're going to my very favorite fast food place, which James is not excited about because I think I have wanted it all the time. It's constant. Taco Bell. but I get it all the time. And James is
Yeah.
so burnt out on
I'm so
Taco Bell.
tired of it. I don't even eat it half the time.
He'll say, "What do you want?" And I'll say, "You know what I want." And he'll say, "We're not getting Taco Bell." He still always gets it for me when I want it, or he'll bring it home for me.
My favorite food, that's kind of hard to say. It's probably it's a tie between a good cheeseburger, a steak, or a nice pizza.
Yeah. Oh, yes. See, James and I, we're two peas in a pod. Those are pizza, steak. I can eat a good burger sometimes. I have to be in a mood for a burger, but pizza and steak are two of my favorite
Yeah, I really love
foods.
steak.
Steak is really good.
Any kind of meat, really.
And we both hate fat on a steak. We can't do fat on the meat at all. I'll even cut the gristle out of my chicken, like I can't do it. So we get sirloins or filet, something super lean and not fatty. Oh man, Roadhouse buns. Yeah, Aaliyah. Oh, the Texas Roadhouse rolls are so good. And it's only, what is it, like $3 for a dozen or something if you like order out. So we pop them in the oven for like 2-3 days and just eat Texas Roadhouse rolls. It's a problem, but it's delicious. I love hearing your sweet Tennessee voice, Linda. Thank you. You're so sweet. James doesn't really have a Southern twang. I don't think he does. I don't think I do, to be honest. And
If I start rambling on, I'll have like a Southern drawl come out. But if I think about it as I'm talking, I don't really have one.
Yeah, no, I don't think he has one really. And James live streams and stuff too. James
Well,
is
not in a while, but I'm going to.
not in a while. James is a gamer though. He has a YouTube channel and games. So if your husband's game, they might like
I gave it a break for a while because my computer messed up. Then I
Yeah.
got a new computer, and then I haven't started it back.
But he's very, very tech savvy, very knowledgeable on all that type of stuff. So we're so glad to have him here today to know what he's doing for sure. All I wanted when I was pregnant was Italian food.
Hey, I'm a sucker for Italian as well.
Me too. Well, I'm a pasta gal.
Yes.
Any kind of pasta.
Steak
Any
and
kind of
Alfredo,
pasta.
amazing combination.
Oh, I love any pasta. Carbs. I'm a carb girl, as you can clearly tell. But anyways, guys, I'll let you go. All we're doing is talking. Although I love these little chats. Carla, James has a good podcast voice.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Yes, he fits in well. Thank you. I think so. Has anyone tried to sublimate color-baked stainless steel? No, I have not. I have not tried
Like
to
a
do
thermal
that.
flask. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Anyways. Audrey, my fiance is a gamer and I'm a crafter. Audrey, yeah. So you feel me. You feel me there. Although some people think that there's like a negative connotation with like boyfriends and husbands who game and things like that. I personally really like that James has something he's extremely passionate about that he can like go and do to decompress. Some people have sports. Some people want to go, and go golfing every time they get stressed or something like that.
That's an expensive habit. I used to do that.
It's an expensive habit, yes.
I did that in high school a lot.
But James has always loved his games and things like that. And I'm glad he has an outlet like we do. It's just like us in our crafting creative outlet. I'm really glad he has an outlet to go when he's tired of talking and just wants to shut himself up from the world. He can just go and do something he loves just like we do. And if you want help or want knowledge going down the path of something you love in regards to crafting, Oak and Lamb is here to help, and we hope that you do jump off that fence and grab a membership so that we can help you. Yes. Okay. I hope you all have a fantastic day. You all are making me so hungry, but I'm the one who
me
started
too.
the food talk, so
Thank
I'm
you guys
sorry.
for all the compliments and just welcoming me in here. I'll be glad to do this anytime I'm needed.
Yeah, so we're glad James is here. But I hope you all enjoyed working with the pins today. Tomorrow's live is going to be a print and cut hack, I think. It's one of two. I think it's going to be a print and cut hack. Yes, so it's going to be making larger print and cut projects, which is awesome. If you guys didn't know, I talked about it. The print and cut size restriction is 6.75 by 9.25. That's the limit, as big as you can go. But sometimes people want to make them bigger, so I'm going to be sharing with you how to do that. Now, there are some limitations, kind of like with the pins. how even if it fills it in with that offset hack that I showed you, it still might not look perfect all the time. So this might not look perfect. While you can use it on cardstock, on printable vinyl, printable heat transfer vinyl, it might not end up looking perfect if you do have to use too many different pieces of paper or things like that. But anyways, if you are curious to see kind of a workaround for that larger print and cut hack, that's what we're going to be sharing with you guys today, tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And then on Thursday, we're going to do layering HTV. We're going to take one of my favorite cut files that Becca has created and layer it up on a shirt. It's going to be a really great live, so stick with us through that. But I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. We're going to go get Taco Bell and go home. So I hope you all have a great day. If you need anything, please let me know. Reach out, grab your memberships if you haven't already, and we'll see you back tomorrow at 1 o'clock. James, we're good to go whenever you're ready.
All righty.